Hello, my name is Daniel Spence and I run Automation X, which is an automation agency that builds really cool automations and lead generation. Let me show you another way that we get leads through LinkedIn. So with LinkedIn you can do a lot of filtering down and searching. In fact, let's just say I just want accountants, not even Dubai accountants. Within these normal filters, so this is a free account that we use, you can basically narrow down a lot of the stuff to get it to exactly where you want it to be. So if I do in here, it will only give me people who say that their location is in Dubai. I only really want second and third people. You can do companies, but obviously that limits it a lot. Connections, if you want some more mutual connections, I don't know why you would. Lots of people have IT in their kind of about section because it also spells it. So you can kind of do further narrowing down on here. So I might want to do accounting as an option on here, so then I'm only getting people that are doing accounting. Normally we're clicking English profiles only, but if we're targeting people in Dubai, then that might not necessarily be the case. You can also filter it down here. This is where it gets really interesting. Hit the follow button, you don't want to miss what's next. So normally you would go for I want to find the owner. However, if you do that, it will be brilliant. It will just bring you up the owners. Let me show you now. So 9 results. These are owners of Dubai accountants. However, we can get a bit more creative than that. So if you go onto here and put or, it has to be in capital letters. You can't even do and, but that means it would be owner and CEO, or founder, or director, or so on. You can do that. Company, you can once again add in another layer of search in here. So if you wanted to do accountants, then it will bring up all of the ones that say accountants in the title. So any company name that's kind of accountants, whatever you want it to be, you can put in there. So let's say you're doing, I don't know, painters. Quite a few of them will say painters in the company name. It might be JW Painters, or whatever, and then it just filters it down to another level. So I've probably gone a little bit too niche on here. So 86, 89 even results. You can connect to all of these, you can message them, whatever you want to do. What we do to actually get their phone numbers is we use a tool called Octopus. You do have to pay for this. However, I'll do another video on how we do it in general. But basically I can go onto here and extract all of these emails. So if I click on Octopus here, I can add all of these to, in fact let me just find one, a random one I can add it into. That will do, perfect. So if I go back onto here, go onto Octopus, and then click Matt, perfect. I can click how many I want to import. You can do up to 1,000, obviously we've only got 89, so probably not worth doing 1,000. But if you send them into a CSV here, then we're going to go across, it'll take a couple of seconds, and basically this is going through and scraping all of them without getting your account flagged for scraping. And then if I go onto here, we've got 87 connections, which is brilliant. Share this with a friend or someone you think is going to help. Your next thing to do is export them. So if you download that as a CSV, then you can go onto Snovio, which is a tool that we use for actually scraping these leads and emails addresses. So if you go onto the Finder section, go into URL search here, you can choose a file, so we'll choose the accountant one, pop that straight in, start search, and it's going to tell us, basically go through and find all of these people. So it's gone through, there's 32 links that haven't got data, but the rest have all got active emails. I'll show you what it looks like just so I'm not following them for no reason, but basically you get a load of list of email addresses, phone numbers, company names, it gives you websites and everything. And then there's different rankings on them. So almost all of them have LinkedIn, weirdly enough, because we're using that as a data point. But 471 of them have valid email addresses. Orange means, we don't know, could be valid, could not be, but you get billed for them anyway. But just run them through some way of checking whether or not they've been valid, and then the red ones, they've basically just made up and are never valid. Normally they're just shoving like random letters in front of the company name and hoping that it works. So it might be worth a check if you're going to validate all of them anyway, which I would suggest. And then there is a handful where they just can't find anything, but that's fairly normal. Yeah, see, they can't find anymore. But that's a really good way of basically, instead of using Apollo or anything like that, you can use a tool like this. I will do a full video on how we use Octopus to generate as leads actually through LinkedIn, but I think that will do for now. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.